Hi friends, welcome to another week, another episode of Misunderstood. We've been dealing with friendship and having conversations on how to build friendships, how to know that friendships have come to end, and how to end them cordially and honorably. I hope you've been enjoying this content because I feel like it's been speaking to me a lot. And every season of our life pushes us to learn different things. And I'm learning that whether I like it or not, you need to learn as you go. So, welcome to Misunderstood. For anybody who is new here, my name is Nyawera, and this platform is a platform I created so that we can have conversations on different seasons, seasons in our lives, happenings in our lives, different situations that we are in, and make you realize that nothing that you're going through is new on this earth. And somebody has gone through it, and both of us can learn from each other. So as we continue doing this video, if you feel like a thought has come up, or you have felt like she said this, but she said this, and I feel like chiming in, please don't hesitate. The comment section is open for you. So like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, share. Let's have meaningful conversations. I think the world is in need of that. Over the last few weeks, we've been running a few episodes on friendship, and I've really enjoyed these videos. But one of the things that I'm learning is that it's so ironical that the world has become super social. Like, we're on so many platforms. The other day, I was looking for a graphic for social media, and there are so many now. It's so many. And I realized I have a problem because the other day I found myself, I think, on Instagram for like half an hour, and then on TikTok for another half an hour. I was like, hey, Nyawera, now you have a problem. But it's interesting because all these social platforms have made us more and more lonely. And it's so unfortunate that even in our friendships, we're becoming more and more lonely. Can you imagine? It sounds so ironical that I'm a friend to you, but I'm extremely lonely. And that happens all the time. When you have a group of friends particularly, you realize that sometimes you become very lonely around them. And that's a very painful place to be, because sometimes you'll feel like, I don't belong here. I'm not appreciated here. I'm not valued here. I'm not seen, neither am I heard. And today's episode is about frientimacy. Such a mouthful. I promise it's typed right in the description. Frientimacy is interesting because this is not just building a friendship. This is building an intimate friendship. So the anchor words are friend and intimate. And so they come together and they form frientimacy. And I want to submit to you that this is a very, 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 very superior level of friendship. It's where it's not just about hanging out. It's not about common things. It's now about intimacy. And intimacy, I think, has been given the wrong descriptions. Intimacy doesn't have to be physical or sexual in nature. Intimacy can be a connection you have with somebody and you feel like, I am highly connected to this person. I can be intimate with somebody, with a very close friend of mine, because I can share my thoughts, my dreams, my ambitions, my sad points. I can share all these things with somebody. So frientimacy, in its description, is a friendship where both parties, right? Both, or particularly both, feel seen, heard, and appreciated. And that's an important thing to say because it sounds so loose and casual, yeah? It sounds like, but we're friends. I should be seen, I should be heard, I should be appreciated. No, it's not an assumption. I don't know if it's ever happened to you that you hang out with your friends and you start the story like, so how have you guys been? Nani shares, and none of them ask you, and you have you been? You know, in my friend circle, because I'm in a circle of very amazing friends, is that every time I ask them, so how have you been? If they don't ask me, I often say, by the way, thanks for asking, but even me, I've been this way. And I mean, they know I take it on a light note, but I'm just saying that sometimes there are people who, they don't even have that luxury. Frientimacy is built by different things, right? It's built by three main pillars. The first one is positivity. The next one is vulnerability. And the last one is consistency, right? These three are so important because friendships should be positive in nature, Positive. Remember earlier on we said that friendships that you need to end are friendships that are negative and toxic. Positive to mean that you don't wake up in the morning and say, I want to be friends with every negative person in the world. No. I want to be friends with somebody who is just going to be abusive and just be hurl insults at me, nothing positive, nothing encouraging. That's a friend I want to have. That's not truthful. A friendship should be positive in nature because you should be able to say that I feel a sense of edification. And remember, we described frientimacy as being seen, heard, and appreciated. Appreciated is so important in a friendship. So positivity is crucial in a good friendship. So that's the first one. In building an intimate relationship with an intimate friendship with somebody, you must be positive in nature. I want you to understand that these traits that we are giving are not for the other person only. Even you need to be positive. You need to be very positive in your dealings. I'm just going to say this here and now is that some people mask negativity with sarcasm, where you think it's okay to give a loose comment negatively in the form of sarcasm and say, oh, but I was just joking. No, sometimes it really hurts. Be positive. Throwing a kind word here or there will never cost you anything. Be kind, be kind, be kind. The next one is being vulnerable. This one I shared earlier on. My aha moment was that being vulnerable doesn't mean that you only share the skeletons in your closet. Unacceptable, unacceptable. Being vulnerable with somebody means that you can share your hopes, dreams, ambitions, your happy days. You can say, you can be around them and it's like a safe space where you can feel like I can tell them that I had a win and not feel like you're bragging. You know, you can tell them, you can celebrate such big milestones in your life and not feel like, should I share it here? Vulnerability is not only sad things where I can share, you know, I'm not a good listener. I'm not good with people. That's not vulnerability only. And sometimes I apologize because many a times we have given an image of people who are vulnerable as people who can only share their sad moments. Your high moments, some places are not welcome. I don't know if you've ever been in friendships where when you celebrate your highs, you feel like, hey, I'm a singesema. Okay, wow, I should have been quiet. No. That's not an intimate friendship, because intimate friendships should allow for you to be happy and sad in the same breath and let it be received as a vulnerability space where you can be honest. And being honest is not only sad. Being honest is also honest in the fact that I have a dream too. I don't know. Whatever your dreams are, dream audaciously, but say them to this person. That's an intimate friendship. The other thing is consistent. You know, the other day I was seated at home. I'm telling you, I've been reliving all my nostalgic feelings. I remembered myself drowning. I watched Dexter's Lab and Kids Next Door. I don't know if you guys like those cartoons. I loved them. They just made me so happy. Like, I felt like, wow, it's good for my soul. But when we were children, it was so easy for us to have so many friends, because going to school every day made for us to have a consistent environment for building friends. Because I would see you every day for 3 months, then we take a break for a month or a few weeks, then we're back to it. And so that consistency, and that's why many a times we have still kept friends with people who are in primary school or in high school, because our environments made us stay together. And it's unfortunate because now life as we know it doesn't accommodate for such spaces anymore when you're older. Because I mean, if it's church, you have church once a week. If it's work, you go to work every day, you come back home, maybe you lose your job. And now because of COVID, we've seen that you can work from home. So environments don't accommodate for that. Intimate friendships must be consistent. And in our generation, I feel like it's so important to keep on saying consistency is an act of intentionality, where you purpose to be friends with this person. You purpose and commit time. You purpose and intentionally dedicate resources to be around this person. And I just want to say this as a disclaimer, is that if it burdens you to be consistent or available for a friendship, you're not in a friendship. You're in an association. And this is why I am against the idea or the concept of we are best friends. We are best of friends, but we see each other once a year and we're fine with that. We talk to each other once a year and we're okay with that. I don't think you're best of friends, because in a year, so much has happened. Consistency allows for you to build memories together. I'm against this ideology of we're best of friends and we haven't seen each other for 3 years. or we speak once a year and that's okay. Consistency means that you dedicate yourself into this person's life, fully immerse yourself into their life as they do the same for you, so that you can be in a position of building memories together. I think it's a bit impossible for you to build memories if you only speak once a year. Like, I'm just gonna say that's gonna be a long phone call, or it's gonna have to be like a very long retreat, because I'm keeping you up to speed as opposed to letting you be in my life and be with me as we speed through it. So my personal opinion is that I think that if you're my best friend, then we should be on a constant communication basis. And communication basis here to mean that you're not nagging each other with conversation, but you're having wholesome conversations in an enlightened manner. So build the conversations the right way. Intimacy in friendship is such an important thing, because you will realize that it's at this place in your friendship. And I just want to say this because I think I'm sharing a lot of my opinion, and maybe you have a different opinion. Please don't shy from sharing it in the comment section. I think in as much as you can be friends with many people, you can be only intimate with very few. There are places in your life where you won't be able to accommodate so many people. The other day, I'm telling you, I've been having like the best revelations ever. And my journal is the most grateful. I was one day in a lift, right? And I think I was going up to 8th floor. It was 8th floor. As I was going up that lift, I looked up and I read the manual. You know, they like now because of Corona, like you have to be in your mask, and now there's no small talk. Thank you, Jesus, in lifts. And so I look up and I'm reading the instructions. Alongside the many Chinese inscriptions was the instruction that this lift has a maximum capacity of 8 people. And they put there the kgs. And that made me wonder, wow. If more than 8 people enter this lift, haitasonga, itakwama. And in that moment, I realized that if we are like a lift, if we view ourselves like a lift, there are only so many people you can carry. And you must be honest to figure it out, because the efficiency of your lift here to mean your movement in life will be determined by the amount of people that you load onto your lift. So if you are carrying, like, the capacity of this lift is 8 people. If you carry 14 people, that lift won't move, means you'll delay your movement. Or if you carry more than 8 people, the lift could stall permanently. You know what I mean? And it sounds like such a cheesy, corny analogy, but the truth of the matter is that, could it be that maybe you're stuck in life or you're stuck in your friendship because you're carrying too many people and you're calling them all intimate friends? And in actual sense, if the inverse was done, you didn't be on their lifts. That's a scary place to be, because sometimes you need to understand that if I'm not being seen, if I'm not being heard, this relationship is not intimate, and I need to know where to place it. But the truth of the matter is that all of us are pursuing intimacy. There's a speaker I watched the other day, and I think she was so profound when she said the world is becoming more and more lonely, even as it's becoming more and more social. And that statement scared me, because it made me realize that I could be around so many people at one point, but I'm extremely lonely because I don't have an intimate friend. Find an intimate friend. People have called it different things. Guys have called them best friends. Guys have called them your confidant. Others have called them your covenant friend. Others have called them your person. I don't know what they are to you, but find that person, because let me just tell you here now, life is so much more enjoyable when you find it. And let me just say this as a disclaimer. You can have an intimate friend who is your partner. My husband is my intimate friend in many lights, but the one I know is that I can confide in him. In him, I can find positivity, and I can work on being positive. I can, we have a consistent relationship. We are in a space where we can be vulnerable. In some of my very close friends that you guys probably know or don't know, I have this space also. With all of them, we have a unique type of intimacy for all of them. But some things are constant. Make sure that your friendships, wherever they are, invest in them. Be consistent. Be consistent with your friendships. Establish time. Commit resources. Value them. I keep on saying that if I see a good outfit in a store and I look at the price tag, I don't discriminate. It's because it's a great top. I like it. I don't mind the price because it's worth what it's for. So in those moments, you need to ask yourself, is this friendship worth me spending on? Is this friendship worth me investing in? And if it is, then invest fully. Because the truth is that friendship gives you a reward that sometimes you may not see physically, but it actually gives you a lot of support. During my wedding season, for example, I never share this story. In fact, I don't even know where I'm sharing it, but I feel like I need to. But in that period of my wedding season, my friends really stood by me, and they stood by me emotionally. I was always being checked. Nyawira, what's going on? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Spiritually, my friends prayed with me and for me. Financially, they came through. Emotionally, they came through. Physically, they were there. They came for the wedding. They simamiared the wedding. I'm telling you, they were kindred. You know what I mean? So close to me in that season. I needed friends a lot in that time. My family are great and they offered the most they can and they did their part. But I'm not saying that my friends devalued family, no. What I'm saying is that my friends added to my family in that season. Sometimes friends are there for that, also allow them. During my mom's passing, I keep on sharing this example, my friends were there for me in that season. They supported me, they were there spiritually, physically and emotionally for me. There are times when I was going through like a mental crash. I keep on crediting one of my friends, you guys know Wanjiro. She was checking on me every other time. Emotionally, she kept me in check. Physically, she made sure I was close to where she was every time. And for that, I'm forever indebted to her. Make sure that you establish and invest in your relationships, and don't expect from people when you never give to them either. So don't expect guys to come through for you if you're never there for them. It's unfair also. So in your intimacy pursuit in friendship, if you don't give, don't expect to receive. It's such a simple principle, and it works here also. Dedicate yourself to your friendship. Be zealous about it. Like, find joy in being someone's friend. A friend of yours gives birth, go to where they're giving birth. Show up, wash the dishes. If they need a diaper change, change the diaper. Be there for them. And don't be there for them so they can be there for you. That's a very, very, very bad friendship. Be there for them because you need to be there for them, period. So, yeah, that's my thinking about intimacy in friendship. I'll be sharing some of my notes and some of my thoughts in the description. But I would like for you to comment. I would like for you to share. And above all, I would love it if you could subscribe to my videos. I think we're going to almost 9,000 subscribers. We're almost at 10,000, guys. Imagine how this would be if we had 10,000 people who are seeing this content and were receiving this information just the way you are receiving. Somebody else needs to. So share it. Share it on your Instagram, share it on your Facebook, share it on your Twitter. Tell the world, tell the world, tell the world. I'm not perfect and I'm learning also. So I'd like to hear from you also. Share with me your thoughts about this. And let's build intimate friendships with the people that should be built intimate friendships with. That's such bad English. Let's establish intimate friendships with those that are deserving of intimate friendships. Because if you want an intimate friendship, then build it. But don't expect somebody else to be intimate for you. You should just be receiving, give also. And above all else, if your friendship is not positive, if your friendships should be positive in nature, they should be consistent in their mannerism. Consistent. And above all else, they should be vulnerable. In the same measure of joy, they should be the same measure of sadness. Like, don't just be a crybaby to your friend. Share your happy times with them also. I love you all dearly, and I know that this content is going to be great for you. So let's share. Until the next time, I love you deeply.